Okay. I think... Hold on, let me just adjust a little bit. Okay. I think we're good to go. Ish. Yeah, I think we're okay. Oh, I'm still not used to... Ooh, I just about knocked over my glass. Not that one. It's this one. Jet! Why am I so low? I don't want to be that low. Come back up. I'm not hiding. Probably. Okay. Yeah, so here we are. Yeah, we are gonna try working on this new, paper something. Paper, RPG paper maker. That one. Let me just make sure that things did what they were supposed to do. It looks like they did. Okay, good. Okay. Okay. I think the pop is getting cut out when I do that. I'm going... Oh, it cut for a second. Lame. Alright. Let me move over here. I'm gonna pull just a little bit of stuff down, so hold on. I'm just trying to make sure that stuff's going where it's supposed to. So, there we go. Alright, I think we're okay. The rest of that. Actually, no. I probably ought to make sure that we're gonna hear sounds. Are we gonna hear sounds? I don't see the sounds being added. Why no sound add? I have to find the right application. I thought I had already done this. Apparently I had not. That one. Thank you. There we go. That ought to put everything in the right track. All right. I think we're good. Anyway, yeah. So, because I had actually, I'd actually intended on streaming hours ago, like hours ago. But stuff happened. All right, stuff happened. Well, how do I explain this? I mean, okay, I can just tell you. I had intended to start a crock-pot, slow cooker, beef bourguignon, which for dinner, right? And then, so stupid. Might as well just tell you. So typically, what you do with beef bourguignon is you take some thick cut bacon and you fry that and you render it down until it's got some nice texture and it's done, but it's not like crisp. And you take that out and then you take some beef. It's usually sirloin, I think? Question mark? I don't remember. But I just had some stew beef, which are usually offcuts of tougher meat. Anyway, and then you toss that in a little flour and you put that in there and you cook it up and you get a nice like crust on it. You put a little color on it, a little bit of depth. You take that out and then you saute a mirepoix down until you get a nice you start some Maillard reaction there and you get some color on that, some caramel, some flavor depth, and then you typically deglaze with some like well no, you also put tomato paste in there, and then you deglaze with a good red wine. Simmer that down, then stew the beef and the bacon and the vegetable tomato mix wine mixture with some usually it's potatoes and you but I don't know how many people know what mirepoix is. Mirepoix is the French Holy Trinity. It's onion, celery, and carrots. Anyway, that's not the point. So I started this process early in the morning, and I put the bacon on, and I cut it up in nice little bits, and I cooked it up nicely, and I pulled that off, and I reserved it, put it in my crock pot. And I took the stew beef, and I tossed that in a little flour, salt, and pepper, and threw that in the pan, and got a nice brown on it, and threw that in the crock pot. And then I went, and I thought I had onion, and it turns out I do not have any onion. No onion was available. But I did, in my freezer, have frozen sofrito mix, which was really just diced onion, finely chopped green and red pepper, right? So I tossed that in instead. But I was unwilling to give up the other flavor balance, the balancing of flavors. So I still put carrot in there, but less than I normally would, because I figured the sweetness of the onion, the peppers would compensate for less of the carrots, like you do. I'm getting some weirdness on my end. I think the technical term is ISP is being stinky. So let me just do a couple of things, see if I can trim this out a little bit. Because yeah, my ISP is not amazing, and I don't love it, and it makes me very sad in a lot of ways. So we'll see. Maybe it might be a little better, I hope. And it looks like we're still pretty solidly in the red, which is awesome. What is it called? Yeah, it'll be inspector. Okay, there we go. I think we're doing a little better now. Anyway, so after putting the sofrito, I took the carrot balance down a little bit. I did put the celery in still, so I put celery and carrots and sofrito, and I did all that. And then when I went to go grab my tube, I usually have a couple of tubes of very nice, good quality, like metal toothpastey type containers. I usually have a couple of those of tomato paste, and I could not, for the life of me, find them anywhere. And so I found that I had a small can of tomato paste, which was way too much tomato paste, but it's what I had available. So I put it in there, and I mixed it up, and I let that cook down, and then I took all of that out, and I deglazed it. But when I went to go deglaze it, I grabbed the bottle of wine, which I made, and there was no, I could not find the, what do you call it, bottle opener? It's not a bottle opener. The corker, right? The server cork. Also welcome in, Thaw. Welcome in. Thank you for joining. So I couldn't find the decorking device. So I couldn't get the, I looked for anything, and I spent like an hour. And this is the ridiculous part, right? I spent like an hour trying to find anything that I could use to open the bottle of wine, and I couldn't find anything short of like taking a knife and just like cutting the cork open, or like taking a saber and like popping the top off, which I was unwilling to do, both of those things. So I ended up just having to use some beef stock, deglaze the wine, or deglaze the pan, and then I put that whole thing in there with some potatoes and some larger carrot chunks, and I stewed it over all day. But then I had to rebalance it like 3 times because it wasn't right, had the wrong acidity, and I did end up adding some mushroom soy sauce to add a little bit of that umami and some more of the herbaceous earthiness back to it. And then I got ready, and I was like, okay, it's done. I'm ready to eat this. And I realized, it was like way thinner than it should be, like super thin, and I don't know why. The only thing I can figure is I must have put too much broth in when I deglazed the pan, but I used about the same amount as I normally use for wine of the wine, so I don't know. Anyway, so I ended up cheating and adding a little bit of a slurry to it. So maybe I should explain what I mean by a slurry. A slurry, as in a thickening agent. Flour and cornstarch. I do a 1-to-3 ratio, 1 part cornstarch, 3 parts flour, mix it in with some cold water until it's smooth. I do that with basically all of my thickening sauces. Anyway, not the point. I did that, and then I tasted it again, and I realized the balance was just way off. It was flat, and it didn't quite. It had too much like unctuousness, like fattiness, and not enough like acid, and it wasn't very bright. And so I'm as I think I've explained a few times, like I'm still unpacking for my new place. So like I just was like, okay, let's just look around and see what I have, and it turns out that I had a bunch of things, but what I settled on is adding some acid and some sweetness back to it. And the simplest way to do that, I figured, was just adding some tomato to it. So I took a can of diced tomatoes, and I put that in there, and I stirred it up, and I let it stew down a little bit, and it turned out pretty good. But typically, beef bourguignon is served over internet's being stinky again, isn't it? Son of a why? No, you are wrong. Why are you doing that? Oh, you think? Which sometimes I swear. Sometimes I swear. Yeah. Uh anyway, you typically serve it over mashed potatoes, and I could just not be bothered, so I went with rice. Anyway, the whole thing ended up taking like hours longer than I meant it to, and it was just so painful. Anyway, all of that to say that I got things got in the way that weren't supposed to. Anyway, we're gonna I think get to it. I think we're gonna start screwing around in this new engine. I do not have my typical energy drink. I have a glass of water with ice in it. That is an open topped glass, which hopefully won't be an issue. Touch wood. But it might be. Um, do also have more water, but my normal water bottle. Anyway, we're going to. Can I find the one I want? Can I find the one I want? I just modified this and I don't remember what I modified. Is that a problem? Think. Was it this one? It's this one, but it's not that one because that's wrong. Why are you there? Hold on. Let me reposition a little bit here. There we go. I think we're all right. Don't need that. Don't need that. Oh, this needs to be here. Sorry. Yeah. I think that will work. So let's go. So today we're gonna be messing around in this here uh engine. I've literally opened this once before. I have the smallest idea of how this works. So bear with me. It's gonna be ugly. And apparently my ISP has really been being a jerk today, and I don't know why. This is the first time I've actually monitored my my like my statistics and stuff, and it's not looking good. I don't love it. I would bet 99% of all of my money in the world that this is my ISP being stupid. Anyway, this is the interface for RPG Paper Maker. I have never played with this ever. So we'll see if this if this does good or bad. I'm real close to that wall. Let me pull my face off that wall. Just a smidgen. Okay. So this is the interface. I have no idea what I'm doing here. So we're gonna just start by making a new project. Can I not? Oh, well that sucks. Hold on. I'm gonna have to, yeah. We're gonna have to figure out where I want this. Let's make a new folder in my other stuff. So I want to hide this for just 1 second. Give me a second. Let's actually put it over here. Should we put it here? No, we'll put it here. Okay, let me just make a new folder for this to live in. Okay, that'll be fine. We can put this here. Okay, I think we can go back over, not there. Would help if I knew which buttons to push. Yep, that would be me. That one's on me. Yep. There we go. Okay, so I just I figure I'll keep it simple. Let's call this test 1 because that seems logical to me. Again, I have no idea what I'm doing. I should create a new folder. I did notice that there are these 3 options down here. I would prefer not to do blank. Default has some basic data. They're very useful to learn how to use. Let's just try the tutorial one. I have no idea. Let's do that. Well, then let's do this. We'll rename this to test tutorial. Sure, that. Okay, let's see what we get. Oh my. What are you doing? What are you doing, ISP? What are you doing? Stop it. Get some. That meme will never die. By the way, that's I think Michael Jordan. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's Michael Jordan. Okay, so this is a 3D isometric space, but it's not. Oh, interesting, because that's a player. I have some kind of edit tool selected by default. You can move the map cursor up and down by clicking control arrow, control to move by pixel, control shift arrow. Okay, so we do control arrow. What does that do? We're not in the right context. Hold on. Okay, oh okay, so that's just repositioning the whole camera, it looks like. And then so there's a something there and a something there. This is mountains, this is plains. I see. Okay, so this is the map section. And we're in the plains. This is the tent section, which I'm guessing. How do I get rid of this little cursor, the little pencil? Draw pixel, draw square, rectangle maybe? I don't know why I have this item select. Oh, it's because I have it selected over here. Could I deselect it? No, I don't know how to deselect it. Okay, this is a sprite map. Have some different tiles that go there, sprite faces. Oh, I see. Hold on, I don't know if you can see that. Down here in the corner, it's got a little 3D preview of whatever happens to be selected. And you can see now, this is 3D. If I do this, this will show, oh yeah, this sure enough, this shows me all of the 3D objects that are in this profile. Like a tent. A tent within a tent. Isn't that like Tentception? I don't know. Probably. Okay, so that's a start position, which is just this go-to start position. Oh, that I think is the start position there. Kind of hard to see at this range. Can I? Okay, so middle mouse orbits the camera, or pivots the camera. Zoom is the wheel, like you'd expect. Control, moving the middle mouse doesn't do anything. Control, click, centers the map on wherever you're clicking. Alt doesn't do anything. Shift doesn't seem to do anything. Also, why am I... Oh, that's interesting. There's, like, multiple layers here. There's, like, a layer down here. And... Oh, is that what this, This is for... Yes. I see. Okay. Okay, I'm picking up what they're putting down now. The move cursor up and down they were talking about before is there's a plane, a 3D plane that all your objects exist in. That's why when we like pivot this thing down, you can see that this cursor's kind of floating in midair. That's because I tapped up one. Now you see the cursor. I don't know, see how it's sitting on the ground there, right? I tap up and now it's floating in the air. And then I go up again and it's higher still. See? This is moving that 3D interaction plane. Although it is a little weird. It just happens to look like it's sitting on top of that sign when I go up one. Okay, yeah. W, A, S, and D are the typical... Oh, so are the arrow keys. That's kind of fast, though. But okay. Okay. Kind of figuring out what we're doing here so far. I mean, doing poorly, but we're doing. There are way... Okay, so is this all of the objects on the map? Is that what these are? Yes. These are all of the objects on the map. Okay, does this... show text. HP potions, MP potions, TP potions. Okay, so this is feeling very, well, RPGmaker. Weirdly enough, since it's called RPGmaker paper. Oh, also, I should mention, I don't actually know where I got this. I think I got it as part of a bundle of some flavor. Also, what is... Is there no way to... No, huh? Yeah, I mean, kinda. We're not doing much making, but welcome in, Sakurano. We're doing mostly figuring out what on earth things are. See, I don't see this chest in the objects list. It is in the 3D object, but I think that's just for placement. Did I maybe put that chest there accidentally? Maybe? I don't know. This mountain, I think, is the bright layer. I don't know why it's called mountain, but okay. Well, I actually saw this in my library the other day, and I was like, I wonder what that's about. So I just started screwing around with it. Again, I have no idea how any of this works. It is very interesting. These are clearly 2D sprites that are camera biased, so as I rotate, the people stay the same. You know, like you'd expect in a 2D, 3D hybrid. You can... Oh, walls? Oh, you define walls, don't you? Yep. You define walls by just clicking point A and point B, although... can I control do that? I don't want that there. So if I go like this, and then I go... No. And then I do that. I can make a whole wall. Ooh, that's a wall. I don't know what that wall would be used for. Can I apply a texture to that wall somehow? Can I... No? No? I don't know how to select an object. That's kind of a problem. So this is scaling. This is transition or translation. This is rotation. Rectangle. So in the wall tool, I can't select those. What if I go back to the mount? No. Okay. Well, we'll make the wall go away because I don't know how to make that thing work. So let's not. Also, ads are about to start. So I appreciate people who are gonna watch. These are colliders. Okay, this is the collision manager. Fair enough. And that is just a sprite. Directional climbing terrain. Okay, so you can't climb those things. Does that mean that there are areas that you can climb? These are all very similar. Oh, these are not similar anymore. I was gonna say these are all similar. They're not anymore. Is there nothing that you... Oh, I see. Ladders. Gotcha. Okay, the ladders you can climb. That makes sense. Yep. Haunted woods. None of these have ladder. Oh, this is like a rope or something, I guess. So you can climb on those. Yeah, those are ropes of some kind, it looks like. That town has no climbing things. These have a couple of ladders. The insides do still have the ladders. The shops look like they just have the ladders and nothing else. The sewers have some chain-looking things and some ladders. Oh, and I'm not entirely... Oh, those are rungs. Those are probably like supposed to be wall, like big chunks of iron stuck into the wall. I'm guessing. Totally guessing. Dungeon and mines, again with the ladders. These are the same similar kind of chain units. Okay, so these have, it looks like these tile sets have a lot of overlap between them. So it looks like there's a fair amount of overlap, because basically every set of them had, or nearly, well, half the sets, maybe more than half the sets had these ladders. Several of them have like these chains. And these are the same exact ladders, exactly the same ladders. So I'm assuming these are somewhat overlapped sprite sheets. These are just recolors, like this snow woods, snow plains, haunted plains, plains. Those are just straight up recolors. So that would make sense that there's a lot of overlap there. Yeah, these are just sprite sheet units. I don't understand what the terrains mean though. I don't know what this tag means, because I'm not seeing anything that isn't 0 on any of these terrain tags. So I don't know what the terrain obviously is not what we're after. Okay, so here are all of the characters in here. There's a slime blue, a slime black, a slime gold. Nifty, very much slime. Very slime, much wow. That's what I was trying to get to, man. That took way more effort than it should have. Okay, got a variety of villagers. These don't have any other tags except for these practicable. I don't understand. Okay, what? Nope, not gonna fight that battle right now. I suspect there's also a little bit of translation difference, because there was another thing that was a little bit different. Like the way it was, the flavor text was just felt slightly weird. Okay, so these are auto tiles. Those are pretty standard auto tiles. These are 9-patch auto tiles, it looks like. So pretty standard 9, although that's a little interesting. but pretty standard. Yeah, four-cornered. That makes sense. Sure, I believe that. Again, the terrain thing, I don't understand. No, yeah, apparently there's no difference in this terrain tag between lava and water and ground. Okay. Yep. Okay, these are the different walls. Okay, so that's... I'm assuming some kind of like... that's just the colliders for that wall, so none of it's passable. The bush is also not passable. The bridge is not so I assume these squares, which is maybe a bad assumption, are the... because there's no... Oh, no. This has a darker section, it looks like. I don't know if that's in the texture or if that's actually... I think that's in the texture. I think that's... maybe it isn't. That might actually be a collider on the bottom and on the very top. See, this doesn't look like it has any collider. I have no idea. I'm totally guessing. Grass colliders according to height and angle. Oh, that's why over here, if we back out of here, that's why these little slopey bits right here probably are, I'm assuming, passable. Maybe. Should we just hit play and see what happens? I don't think we've hit play yet. Let's see what happens. Sure. Save the maps. You can't see this. Oh, and that's really loud. Hold on. Hold on. Oh, hold on. Holy crap, is that loud? Whoops, my bad. I didn't realize that was gonna be a little bit loud. Let's just pull that down to about halfway so that we can hear ourselves think. That would be good. Let me see if I can actually get this thing to capture the screen that I'm seeing instead of what you can't see right now. Can I just... Yes, I can. I can just swap you over. Okay. So... Oh! I clicked a button I didn't mean to. Okay, well now we're here. Welcome to this example game. Is that us? Is that us? Also, what happens if we just... Hold on. Now I can't hear the game at all. Why can I not hear the game at all? Was the music only on the... The music was only on the start screen. Okay, fine. Fine. We'll restart the BGM. Okay, welcome to the example game. This message is displayed in Map Startup Reactions. You can find it by clicking on Map 0001 in the map list. Right-click and edit map properties. On the right, you can see a list of commands. Here, we are using the command show text. It's displaying a dialog box like this, and you can change the text anytime you want. Can I change it now? Will it let me change it now? I bet it won't let me change it now. What do you bet? The commands will execute one by one, so you can create amazing scenes. Okay, so that sounds like this is very much an order of operations event. It is step 1, step 2, step 3, step 4 in order. Probably there's like an abort or a halt execution type command that makes it so that following commands don't execute. I also assume that there's probably a conditional of some sort, like an if else, so that there's some kind of control, flow control. I'm assuming. Me doing a lot of assuming right now. And yes, I know what happens when you assume. I know what I am. The rest is on you. Sorry. I have to say that a lot. My family does that because I say, I assume this, blah, 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 or I am assuming this, or my assumption is this, blah, blah, blah. They go, you know what happens when you assume? It makes an ass out of you and me. And I'm like, I'm okay with that. I know what I am. Anyway. Commands will be executed. We already read that part. Explore the game and check in the editor how the commands are used in every place. Okay, so if we... Oh! Okay. So the arrow commands rotate the camera. That, the arrow buttons. And the clicks, it's a click and hold unit. Can I read this sign? They're like, no. I can't click on the sign. Unless I'm not, like, on the sign yet. Nope, that sign doesn't... Okay, hold on. Lucas. Guilds. If we quit out of here, it goes back to the main menu. Which is fine. Let's, yes, that'll work. Okay, oh, no! I clicked on things I shouldn't have. Okay, yeah, see, that does have a command. 3D objects. Maybe. Where did we get the command before? When we went to planes. Okay, so this is the initial properties that were shown right there. And then, after it says explore, blah, 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 right? It comes over here and sets the map ID to this object. So it's just stuffing a variable, and then it's setting the state to finished, it looks like. Because that's this state. I see. Okay. I think I understand what's happening here. I think what's happening here is it shows this, and then it basically moves it over to this state so that it won't continue to show it. And it doesn't, like, loop or anything. I think. I'm guessing. Where... Can we find the characters? Oh, well, this is the view button. This is just view. It's just view. I can't... I mean, I can move. Also, that water is slightly down from the... That's interesting. That's a very interesting water. Getting a very Minecraft vibe from this. Does anybody ever do that? There's a trick that you can put your camera just below the depth of the water when you're, like, in a boat. And you actually get, like, clear vision underwater, and it's further out than you normally do. Anyway, that's neither here nor there. I was trying to find out what this object does right here. Oh, okay. Don't understand this. So moving type is fixed, so I assume that's not a movable entity. What I assume the fixed type means. Well, what do we do this? Oh, random and route. Okay, so yes, that is a fixed type. Speed is immaterial because it's fixed. Frequency is instantaneous. I wonder if that's like... if we do random... No, I don't know what the frequency does. So we'll leave it at fixed. And normal. Okay, so when you interact with this somehow, which I don't quite understand how, it tells you go back to the title screen, and this is a display choice. Ah, okay. So this is how you give choices to the user with a display choice command, and there is a cancel auto index to, so if I hit the escape button, it just drops to this choice here, which I assume it's choice, it says 2. Now I'm gonna be a little complainy pants here for a second, being, you know, kind of a software guy. That should be choice 1, And this should be choice 0, because any sane system is 0 index based, okay? You start at 0, you go to 1, and then you go to 2, and that's 3 objects. Just saying. I know there are people who disagree with me, but I don't care, because they're wrong. Anyway, so this is a hero event. I don't know what hero action is. Is that like is there a way to look variables? Ooh, lots of variables. Lucas instance, well, there actually aren't that many variables. Although 1 through... Is that all of them? It looks like we're missing some, but maybe not. No? Okay. Okay, that's page 1. Okay, so can you only have 25 variables per page? Temp variable. Okay, it looks like you can have 25 variables per page. Who knew? Systems. Colors. Speeds. Okay, so you can change these speeds. I'm assuming. You can change these currencies. You can add different currencies. So this is very... There's definitely some RPGmaker isms here. Now, granted, you do have to realize... The last time I touched RPGmaker was like... when I was a child. I mean, I was a child last time I touched it. It was years ago. I had an old copy of... XP? Was it RPGmaker XP that I last played with? It might have been. But I was never very consistent with it. I actually don't remember, because last time I played with it, it was like... Ruby was the programming language? I don't know what that means. I don't remember when that was. We could look it up, but I'm not going to. Okay, what I'm really actually wondering if there's a way to like define input. That's what I'm kind of looking for. So is dead, the formula for is dead is u.hp is identical to 0. I assume that's identical. That is typically how that works. Equals is a compare. Equals is a setting, and triple is a compare that is identical. So it's not just a fuzzy compare, it's a specific compare. I assume. Critical damage is 2x. Hero battle offset is some kind of vector position. Fusion and critical variance. Okay. Title screen. Okay, so there is some... Oh, keyboard assignments. No? I can't modify that at all? Why can't I modify that? Ingredients, other, MP, HP. Okay, so this is commands available, I guess. I don't quite understand. Quit and save. That wasn't what the... Oh wait, that was what was in the menu. I see. Okay, so that's not actually... Hold on, my leg is sitting funny on my foot. Don't ask. So these are actually not the quote main menu. These are the this is like inventory menu. And then here's HP events. Okay, hero action and hero touch and enemy touch. Those are the states. But how do we know what that is? It's just a name. So how do we bind these together? I literally do not understand. Hero. Oh, here we go. Wait. Hero up, hero down, left, right, camera, left, right, action. Action, I'm guessing, is this guy, which is... It's a key press, but what does that tell me? You're not helping me. Keyboard action 11. What is keyboard action 11? You're... That's just... Yep, that is super helpful. Main menu is 13. The key press makes fine. That's fine. This is a key press, so there is a key of some kind. So let's hit play again. No, don't save it. Just give me back the thing that it was a minute ago. Can you not? No? Do you not want to update for me? Thank you. New game. We're gonna just skip past this stuff. Okay, so... Oh, enter. Of course, you know, enter, apparently. Well, I mean... Enter is obviously Action 11, I mean... Who didn't know that? No, I would like to not do that. Okay, so WASD moves, but also point, either mouse click and drag does too. Can I talk with this? Oh, the village is here, says villager. And then they panned the camera. Very nice. That might be something I care to do. Can I interact with... No? Can I not interact with this, this mushroom? Doesn't look like it has a collider. The tree has a collider, it looks like. Yeah, the tree has a collider. Okay. Alright. I'm definitely not liking the mouse. I think the keyboard is definitely the better way to go with this. I don't... Holy shit! Did you guys hear that? I don't think you guys heard that. I don't know if it came across on the screen. But that was the loudest fucking thunder roll I have ever heard in my life. Like, that was so loud. That sounded like multiple cannon going off. Jeez. 5 gold. I don't know what 5 something. I don't know what that means. I can see, I can change the screen tone. Ooh. Wow, I have the power to make it rain. Oh, let's go back. Okay, so you can change the... Tell me a number. Let's do 5. Okay, you entered... Yes, the number I entered is times 5. Cool. I do kind of like this little thing here, where you can switch, like, camera angles. That's kind of nifty. Can I open this chest? I really think I did that. Okay, okay, so when I hit escape, I do see all of these things here, which were defined. Hey, they did give me 5 coins. He did give me 5 coins. Oh, there's a little timer there. No. I would like to go back. Thank you. Can I go in this building? No, I cannot go in this building. Ooh, wait. There was a tent map, though. Can I go in the tent? I can't. Holy shit. I don't know what's going on there, but wow, is that, there's some... Okay, I don't know what that is, but I can't interact with it. I did get an HP potion. Yeah, I don't know what that is, and I can't interact with any of those things. Which is sad, because it looks like that's a... something. Is that a plant? I can't quite tell what that is. Alright, let's exit out of here. And let's first of all look at this dude over here. See, I can change the screen tone, and it says The command is change screen code. Okay. Alright. Oh my hell. I want to... I might... hope I don't lose, like, internet or power. Because there's a bit of a storm going on outside. Okay. Change weather custom. Image black. Number per portion. Ray portion. See, I don't understand this. This must be just something they worked out to simulate the rain. It looks like they're creating a particle that's the image black, and then they're scaling it down and just making 300 of them on the screen at the same time, and then setting their speed so it's like 6 pixels long, and then, or wide maybe, I'm not sure, and then they're having it move slightly randomly as it falls. Interesting. But that's specifically changing the weather. I'm yawning a bit. Very interesting. Very interesting. And then this guy, modify currency G plus 5. So it just gives you 5, and then it has 5 plus the icon, which is not sure how I feel about this. These little for lack of better word, short codes. That I feel like is going to be hard to remember. Like icons 6000. I don't know what that means. It's an icon, clearly. 6 is currencies. 0 is 0, I assume. So, what's this? Is that 1? What if I did this? Okay, so 601. Sure, that makes sense. I don't understand what the second 0 means though. What if I made this 1? What happens when I do that? I don't know. Let's find out. Sure, let's save the changes that I just totally made. And then let me make sure you guys are going to actually see the right one. I will... I may have dropped a block of dirt in the ground. Oh, it just invalid. Interesting. I will say it feels very much like this is going to be a how come? What? There's no dirt here. Am I insane? There's no dirt here, right? I'm very confused. Also, again, I'm pretty sure that's no, it was mountains, eh? This is just sitting out there in the middle. What if I do this? And no? Nope. Okay. I don't know how to oh, okay, wait. Aha! Maybe. Yeah, okay. I don't know how they do this slopey bit though. That's kind of interesting. Oh, you define the top floor here. Oh, I see. Okay, I get it. No, I don't really get it. All right. 3D objects. That's what. Not you. You. Okay, so if I come over here and I remodify this back to 0. And let's make it 5,000. And then we will have to modify this setting of currency to 5,000 as well. Because that's what it's doing. It's saying taking the currency ID of 1 and then This is the... I don't understand what the G means. Is that just... Oh, G is gold. G is the gold. Okay, sure. Yep. Okay. So if we do that, and I hit play now, and then... we run through here. There's probably better ways to do this, but also ads are about to start here in a second. 5,000, and look, there we have 5,000. Look at that. That's very yes. Ooh. Also, you will notice that this MP, HP, and TP are on that other list that we saw before. Where was that? Was that in variables or systems? It was right here. Yeah. Hero display statistics. HP, MP, and TP. And these are... It's just an HP. Oh! Can we add a new one? Can we add a new one? Agility. And then... level. See if that does anything. I have no idea. But also, what is this? Just at a random. I can play music. Play a music is the command. Title screen MP3 at title screen 1 at MP3 at volume 100. Background sound, cave MP3 at 100. Sound confirmation. Sound effect, level up. And then it kills them all. And then it stops the music and the background sound. Okay. That's interesting. So the background sound and the music... So how come... This is the question. Okay. Play music, play background sound, play a sound, play a music effect. I'm guessing the sounds and music effects are one-offs. They're kind of fire and forgets. I'm guessing. Also, I believe you're back. Looks like people are back. I'm guessing that these play a music and play a sound are fire and forget. They just do them. Whereas music and background sounds are not. I think they might be looping by default, maybe? I'm not sure. I missed that guy. Change the statistic. Oh. MP for the whole team, HP for the whole team, TP for the whole team. Okay, so this is how you'd reset values. You would just set them to max. There's just a max statistic value. That's kind of cool, actually. For team. Hidden, reserve, and true. Okay. The entire. Or I imagine you could just give it one player. That might be interesting to do because I wonder how you'd have to select. Yeah, that might be interesting to select. Then this is show text. This is this is a shop. Start a shop menu. Okay, I see that. Start a shop menu, and it just has things available for sale. And I assume this is just a junction list of some kind. Yes, a item, which is an HP potion. And there's a ton of them in this by default. And it cost and then price is where? Where's price? This is your stock. But where are you setting price? Because this is the item. Am I insane? Am I just missing? Item. HP potion. How do I... How does it know what it costs? Is that baked into this thing somehow? Is that... Okay, so let me... See, this is what I need to do, is actually... see if there is a... There's a chicken model, by the way. Hot. Take the chicken with you. Remove this item from the map. That doesn't seem very nice. Okay. But that's not actually what I was looking for. What I was looking for is a definition of item. Day initial party members. See, that's kind of nice to know that you could just set the party members and you can set the camera properties, which is good. Feeds. So I'm still not seeing the item list anywhere. Item types, others, inventory filters, all, but that doesn't actually show me. Oh, I didn't try that, by the way. I didn't look, and I need to probably go look. In a minute. So if it's not there, and it's not there, and I don't see those items here. Okay, so this is foldered, and all of these are nestled in the folder, it looks like. Okay. I still don't know where it's getting the items. I don't understand where it gets the items. Management. Picture manager, plugin manager. Plugin manager? There are no plugins here. There is a source code folder, apparently. I imagine... Oh, I wonder if that's where it's stuck in here. Items. Okay, it's going to import the index and the models and base, and then it's going to get an item class and export that out. It's going to just parse a JSON file for the items. Okay. Then... That would be under the common. And index is the first place. Okay, paths, platformers. Paths? Oh, okay, sure. Pictures, videos, fonts, song shapes, items, .json. Here we go. This is the platform root directory. Where's the platform root directory? Nope, there's no JSON there. Nope. I don't actually see any JSON here at all. Do you have to, wait a sec. You're not telling me I have to go in and manually edit the JSON files directly to change and modify items? That seems, there's no way, right? Right? There's no way. But where... Okay, so I don't understand where the JSON lives. Because it doesn't... Oh, maybe it's in the data. Have I looked at the data? Sure have not. And it looks like they're right here. Who knew? Okay, what I was actually trying to figure out is if there is a built-in price into these items. Conditions, none. An ally formula, T HP is greater than 0. Okay, so the target has to have some HP. Makes sense.